Tiny Parisian kitchen makeover, elegant small kitchen design ideas. Welcome to Adaptive Living Space Channel. When you first step into many Parisian apartments, the kitchen is often the smallest room in the entire home. Sometimes it feels more like a narrow corridor than a place to cook. But in Paris, designers have mastered the art of turning tiny kitchens into elegant, functional spaces. Today we're exploring how a compact Parisian kitchen can be thoughtfully redesigned to feel stylish, efficient, and surprisingly spacious. Older Parisian apartments were rarely designed with modern kitchens in mind. Many of them were originally meant for quick cooking rather than daily family gatherings. This means narrow layouts, limited counter space, and very little storage. Yet instead of seeing these limitations as problems, Parisian designers treat them as creative opportunities to rethink how every inch of the room can be used beautifully. Every successful makeover begins with a clear idea of what the kitchen should feel like. In a tiny space, the goal is usually to create an atmosphere that feels calm and organized. Rather than filling the room with too many elements, Parisian design focuses on simplicity, elegance, and thoughtful details that allow the kitchen to breathe. One of the first steps in transforming a small kitchen is selecting the right colors. Soft tones like cream, pale gray, or warm white help reflect light around the room. These gentle shades make narrow walls feel less restrictive and give the kitchen a brighter, more open atmosphere without losing its cozy charm. In a small kitchen, cabinetry plays a major role. Instead of bulky cabinets that crowd the room, Parisian kitchens often use slim, streamlined storage units that stretch upward. Tall cabinets maximize vertical space while keeping the floor area open, helping the kitchen feel taller and more balanced. When floor space is limited, the walls become incredibly valuable. Floating shelves, narrow cabinets, and hanging storage systems can hold everyday kitchen items while keeping countertops clear. This vertical approach is one of the most effective strategies for organizing a small Parisian kitchen. Even in the smallest kitchens, countertops can add a sense of luxury. Materials like marble, quartz, or lightstone are popular choices because they reflect light beautifully. A well-chosen countertop becomes both a practical workspace and a visual highlight that elevates the entire kitchen design. Parisian kitchens often rely on clever hidden storage. Drawers within drawers, pull-out pantry shelves, and concealed compartments help keep clutter out of sight. These subtle features allow the kitchen to remain tidy and elegant, while still holding everything needed for daily cooking. Lighting can completely transform a small kitchen. Instead of relying on a single bright ceiling light, Parisian kitchens often combine soft under cabinet lighting with warm ambient illumination. This layered lighting makes the room feel more inviting and highlights textures in the cabinetry and countertops. While functionality is important, personality also plays a big role. A small vintage mirror, brass hardware, or ceramic handles can bring subtle Parisian charm into the kitchen. These small decorative touches remind us that even a practical room can carry a sense of artistry. In narrow kitchens, complicated layouts often create frustration. A simple, linear design is usually the most effective. Appliances, sink, and preparation areas are arranged in a straight line, allowing easy movement while keeping the room visually organized. Modern compact appliances make a huge difference in small kitchens. Slim refrigerators, narrow dishwashers, and built-in ovens can fit neatly into cabinetry. By integrating these appliances into the design, the kitchen maintains a clean and cohesive appearance. A kitchen filled only with smooth surfaces can feel cold. To balance this, Parisian interiors often introduce gentle textures, perhaps a woven basket, wooden cutting board, or linen curtain. These elements soften the room and make it feel more welcoming. Visual tricks can help a tiny kitchen appear larger. Reflective surfaces, glass cabinet doors, and subtle lighting reflections all help expand the room visually. These small design decisions can change the way the entire space feels. In a small kitchen, organization is essential. When every utensil and ingredient has its own place, the room instantly feels calmer. Good organization allows the kitchen to function smoothly, even during busy cooking moments. A small plant or a few fresh herbs can bring life into a compact kitchen. In Parisian homes, it's common to see basil or thyme near the window. These small touches of greenery make the kitchen feel lively and connected to nature. A kitchen is more than a place to prepare food. It's also where morning coffee is brewed and evening meals are quietly prepared. Designing the space with these everyday rituals in mind helps ensure that the kitchen feels comfortable and personal. One of the most charming aspects of Parisian design is the balance between tradition and modernity. A sleek modern cabinet might sit beside a vintage chair or antique clock. This mixture creates a kitchen that feels timeless rather than overly trendy. After thoughtful planning, the once cramped kitchen begins to feel completely transformed. What used to be a tight and ordinary room now feels organized, bright, and elegant. Every element, from lighting to storage, works together to create harmony. In the end, the secret of a beautiful tiny Parisian kitchen is not about having more space. It's about using the space wisely and creatively. With careful choices in lighting, storage, materials, and color, even the smallest kitchen can feel refined and inviting. This transformation reminds us that great design is never about size. It's about thoughtful intention.